Hey guys, I hope you're all having an amazing day. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10 tips to help you dominate in Season 14 ranked and hopefully hit Masters or Pred. Now, I felt like today was a great day to be posting this video as I've just hit Masters for the third time and I've learned quite a lot, particularly in this latest season where they've reworked the ranked system. Now, I do love posting videos like this one, but they do take a lot of time to edit. So if you guys do go on to enjoy, make sure you do leave a like and subscribe if you're new, as it does go a long way. For my first tip, I'm going to highlight some of the best legends right now that are dominating the meta and will give you a good chance of gaining RP. Quick disclaimer, just because a legend you may enjoy isn't on this list, doesn't mean you shouldn't use them in ranked. If a certain comp or legend is working for you and you're consistently gaining RP, don't let me stop you. Personally, my main for ranked is Pathfinder, however, I acknowledge that he doesn't bring as much value to the team as some of these legends. Some of the most meta legends right now that will give you the best chance of gaining RP include Seer, Horizon, Valkyrie, Gibraltar, Bangalore, and Caustic. Again, choosing these legends isn't the be all and end all, however, they will certainly help you in your rank grind if you can practice and familiarize yourself with one of them. My next tip is not to be the first guy to go down in the fight. I know that this is going to happen from time to time as the unexpected can occur, however, if you play smart, evaluate your surroundings and the opposition before jumping in head over heels with an Octane jump pad, you are significantly more likely to survive longer in a head-to-head fight and consequently contribute more to your team's success. Speaking of game sense, my third tip is to pick your fights carefully. Just because you hear gunshots going off in the distance doesn't mean you have to charge in guns a-blazing. When considering whether or not to take a fight, it is important to consider that just because you could win the battle doesn't mean you'll win the war. By that, I mean you should consider the part of the map you're in and how many squads are left alive. For example, if the zone is quite small and there are still 10 plus squads left, the probability of you getting third partied is very high and you may want to play for placement and let the kills come to you. Personally, I have implemented a rule that if a fight takes longer than 30 to 60 seconds, I'll either bail or at least analyze my surroundings for other teams looking to third party. Now, my next tip is about weapons. If you're going to be wanting to gain consistent RP, it is important that you use the strongest weapons that will help you win your one-on-ones. Some of the best weapons I highly recommend using include the Flatline, R301, 3030 Repeater, Spitfire, and Hemlock. Additionally, the G7 Scout and Volt will be returning next season, which are both also solid choices. My next tip is pretty straightforward and simple. Practice your aim. Apex has a plethora of viable weapons, each with distinct recoil patterns, and the only way to improve is to practice, practice, practice. Some of the best methods I use to practice my aim is to 1v1 a friend or enter the firing range. It is important to note that I highly recommend you use weapons that you struggle with and use no attachments to get the most out of it. This way you won't rely on any particular attachments and can be confident using a range of ground loot. You can also try out arenas and pick out a particular weapon, as well as jumping into good old pubs. Tip number 7, carry lots of grenades. Just because you aren't playing Fuse or Horizon doesn't mean you shouldn't carry at least 3 to 4 nades at all times, assuming you have the backpack space. It is no coincidence that the pros always carry a bunch of nades, and I can't even remember how many fights I've been in that have been won or lost by grenades. While frags and thermites can be super handy, I always try to look out for arc stars as they can be super deadly. Tip number 8, keep pushing forward. You'll have your good days and your bad days. Personally, I got demoted 6 times before making it to Masters last split. Don't let a bad day get you down and affect your motivation to keep grinding. Trust me, you got this. The next tip is about strategy and what I believe is the best strategy to earn consistent RP in ranked. The best strategy that's worked for me, following the new rank system change, is to try and land with one team in a relatively isolated POI, get some early KP, and then play placement. The best amount of KP to get before the RP bonus starts plateauing is around 5 to 8 KP. So if you can get an early squad wipe, play placement, and allow the rest of the kills to come to you, you will earn some great RP. Be smart with your drop. When you start climbing the ranks, the cost of entry will also rise, becoming more and more costly if you die off drop. Therefore, I highly recommend you have at least 2 or 3 POIs bookmarked so you have a place to drop regardless of the dropship route. It is also important to analyze the competition when dropping, as it often may prove more beneficial to land in a low tier loot area that is uncontested than to contest a high tier loot area with 4 to 5 teams. Fragment. For my 10th, final, and most important tip, find a solid team. I know there are a lot of solo queue demons out there who might be able to pull off something crazy, but overall you're going to earn much more consistent RP playing with a good team that has solid communication. I have solo queued ranked for just over 3 seasons and has become much less viable following the implementation of the new ranked system. This is because the new system emphasizes placement over kills, and consistent placement is much more difficult to achieve when you're getting matches with teammates that run in and die every match. Whether it be joining discords or clans, if you take the time to find a solid team, you will reap the rewards. Alright, there you have it, my top 10 tips to help you guys dominate in Season 14 Ranked. If you guys enjoyed and want to see more videos like this one, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.